Hello and welcome back to JomezPro coverage of the 2019 Glassblown Open presented by Dynamic Discs, coverage supported by the PDGA. We are here in Emporia, Kansas. Big Jerm, Nate Sexton, BigSexy. What's up?
How you doing, buddy? We had an interesting front nine.
That's a lot of red.
There are 6 pieces of green and about 100 pieces of red and purple. That's because we got some wind out here in Emporia. But Nate, I've got good news for you. Ready for this?
Yeah.
The wind has just stopped. There's nothing on the back nine whatsoever. It decided, you know what? We've given the players enough to contend with. No more wind.
I don't believe you.
It's not true. It's still going to be very, very windy.
Hole 10, par 3, 391. And this is like the last type of hole you want to play in the wind. It's like such a touchy little turnover flex with the OB running down that whole right side.
Yeah.
Such a tough play to get it down there in a gentle way because there's no power overstable play here. It has to be that kind of floaty, gentle shot. So let's see how our players attack this.
Yeah, you know, the thing that really makes the wind so tricky on a course like this are these just undulations in the hills. Being able to clear the hillside but still keep the nose angle and height that you want for the shot.
Oh boy.
No, that's
He's safe.
Yeah, he's safe by a comfortable margin, I feel like.
1 inch is a comfortable margin for me as long as I'm safe.
Yep.
Cale is a little high with this. Needs a good reaction off these trees.
Oh, very good
that
reaction.
Counts as
yeah.
a good one. Yeah, he's back inbound. Wow. That's a lot of trust.
Wow.
Pretty well done.
Yep, certainly. Maybe just outside the circle, right on the edge.
It's right in that range where you kind of feel like you have to pretend to try, but also you really would just want to three. See what Simon does. Hopefully he can get a highlight putt.
And that's what you're going to see a lot of shots like that. Just a slight misrelease are going to get so overexposed. If the nose is up, oh man, and that pushed out of bounds. And that, you know, not probably the worst feeling release out of Joel's hands.
Yeah.
But, you know, just a little nose up, and then all of a sudden that wind picks it, lifts it, carries it,
Throws it.
gone.
And Joel. Wow. Nice run.
Yeah, good heavy run. Not really affected by the wind much at all, but he'll have to settle for a bogey. And Johnny, that would have been a huge bonus.
Oh, and he shoots it down. Well done.
Oh, nice finger rockets.
Yeah, that roll could have got maybe.
Yeah, I agree with what you said there. That, you know, Simon's at that distance where it's like, just kind of, you know, give it a, you know.
Yeah.
And in conditions like this, you can't really give it those half runs. You have to be fully committal.
Yep.
You're not going to get a lucky, you know, 99 times out of 100. You're never going to get like a lucky air bounce, Anheuser or something like that. You have to be 100% on your line, and then
Fancy.
I think that was a quad. One of the few players to be able to pull off the quad.
First we've seen.
Yeah. But yeah, you have to commit, and if you don't commit, you know, you have to be completely okay with the results. And, you know, from 33 feet,
Yeah.
you're like, maybe 1 out of 10, maybe. But
Hole 11, par 3, 399, OB cart path on the left side, and then kind of wrapping around the back of the green as well. OB fairway far right doesn't necessarily come into play too often. These guys are just going to throw big hyzers. You'd like to come in just inside that tree with good angle so that you can sit down. This is really, really, really wide.
yeah, I don't know if big hyzer is really the play. I mean,
It's
you
like
want
a low hyzer.
a low hyzer, exactly.
Yeah, low
'cause
hyzer.
That right to left makes that shot very scary. And a lot of times when you go with a really overstable disc into a right to left cross,
Business.
yeah, beautiful throw.
Great shot.
With the really overstable disc, when you catch that hyzer angle and it exposes the bottom of the flight plate to the wind, it pushes it further left, and that's kind of counterintuitive because you think that the overstable disc is trying to get to the ground. It actually pushes further left. So it's like that medium stability if you're going for the hyzer shot, just low. It's a weird medium that you have to find that's comfortable for your type of throw.
Simon doing his best Cale impression.
Wow.
Those were 2 fantastic shots.
And nothing guaranteed from there.
Joel. Also kind of going low. Looks like it's pushing a little longer. Maybe not.
Oh, this looks great.
No, it's a great shot. These guys got putts. That's about as good a putt as we've seen today, for birdie. We haven't seen many people closer than that.
Mm-hmm. Wow, what an effort. The rare lean on the pull putt.
The lock breaker. What?
Wow.
Outside the circle, just floating all the way home.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, we've seen him be aggressive.
Highlight putt.
Certainly. But that's so impressive.
Simon with a little more favorable wind. Puts it nice and firm. Great.
Very cool to see that. Another hole that was, actually, hole 11. Wow, I figured it would have been birdied quite heavily. Only 7% of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Only 10 players, and we saw 2 on this card. Again, out of 144 players, 10 were able to pick up the birdie, and we just saw
no accident. These guys are the leaders, so they're out there knowing this course and playing really well. Hole 12, par 3, 314, slightly uphill. OB on the right the whole way. One big cedar here in the fairway, and then OB on the left, and actually OB straight long. If you were to kind of sneak one all the way through, you have to start to worry about that.
The green will be exposed to the wind, but the players are actually, I guess it's not super calm right here, but it's calmer here than it is almost anywhere else on the course. And Simon just catching the outer edge of the skirt, and the skirt drops it.
Wow, that is so high.
Wow.
Is this going to be able to get down? Oh, it wasn't as high as it looked. Weird. It looked like it just shot up out of his hand, but actually it's a perfect shot.
Joel's throwing some incredibly impressive throws.
Under it?
Well, yeah.
Wow.
That's how Johnny do.
Yeah, just like, it's a low ceiling. It's 2.5 feet. I'll just slide one through there. There's airspace.
He's so good at that type of shot, and so is this guy.
This needs flex.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's getting a little bit
angled than I thought he would be releasing with, but it's
safe.
Yeah, we didn't get the OB graphic.
Just dropping like a stone.
Mm-hmm.
And Cale also dropping fast. Johnny for a birdie. Yes,
big time. One of the few holes that actually had a higher birdie percentage than bogey percentage, but it's pretty close. It's 26% birdie to 23% bogey and above. Still averaged 0.2 over par. Wow. So another, feels good to get any birdies. You get a 2 on this course, you're feeling like a hero.
Yeah.
So
great birdies.
Great birdies from Joel and Johnny. On this little birdie stretch that we saw our feature group yesterday go 11 down through hole 11, 12, and 13. So you can see the difference. I mean, there was only 1 par in that stretch, and different story today.
Hole 13, par 3, 394, OB cart path on the right, OB rough on the left. Nice low delivery with a distance driver, trying to just minimize your skip with the flatness of the shot is the best play here. There's a lot of wind, so these guys are going to be going very overstable, and this is yanked.
Yeah, it didn't have
that
a
was a
chance.
very late release. He's going to be OB very early. Going to leave himself kind of a tough shot. This is more like it. Nice and flat.
I'm going to
minimize the skip.
Yeah.
And
that didn't have a chance
reward.
to do anything else besides be perfect. That is such a highly technical shot for what looks to just be wide open. The technicality that it requires to throw it that well is hard to appreciate.
There's the difference. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is absolutely wide open.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no trick there. But the angle control and fighting with that wind is what's really the difficult part. And this is pretty slow. This looks like it's not going to have the energy.
No, it doesn't have a chance. I mean, you can just see it. he's like in another league as far as this hole goes.
Yeah.
With, we saw 3 completely different throws.
Yeah. Forehand approach, needs some speed. It's not bad. It's kind of a tester putt.
Yeah, and you do see the flag blowing, but there is enough coverage, I believe, with that hanging trees that it's not as the variables aren't as questionable as they are in other places. You know what I mean?
A few trees around, that always helps.
The wind pressure is inconsistent in these other areas, where here it's like you can see the wind blowing and that's where it's blowing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to do anything you don't expect it.
Back-to-back birdies as that just barely hangs on into the headwind. That wind wanted to blow it out of the basket again. Great birdies from Johnny. He's making a charge.
This would be a really nice bogey save. Joel can pick this up.
Wow. Nice.
Great up and down.
This is the United States Amateur Match Play Championships. The championships start with your local bracket with a sweet players pack and some prizes, and it ends here in Emporia, Kansas with some absolutely insane prizes. If you're looking to take down the championships, head to discgolfmatchplay.com.
Simon makes par. Cale and Joel bogey. Hole 14, par 4, 751 feet. Kind of choose your gap off the tee. One of 3 options available to the players. As much distance as possible is really what you're looking for here. Try to get far enough up that these low branches don't become a problem for you. Then you've got late OB on both the left and the right. This golf green area out, and then again the property line fence also being in the bounds line. John E. looking like he's going to go roller around the outside.
We saw 3 out of the 4 drives yesterday go out of bounds, or throw roller, and almost all the rollers were pushing that right side out of bounds.
That's more how you want it.
That's exactly where you want it. That's a good angle to attack the pin, and Simon looking like he's going to go with a roller.
Oh, and this has a great angle. This could go a long way.
If that's holding cut, that's going to be something special.
Oh, no way.
Oh my God.
This is going pin deep.
Oh,
there's OB back there.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
He just went out of bounds long on a 751-foot hole. So, easy par. Unreal. Crazy. That went ridiculously far. He's pin deep. He's basically pin deep.
Okay, back to Joel, but
yeah,
I've heard rumors of people being able to do that, and without question, who am I to say that Simon couldn't throw it pin high on this hole with a roller?
Yeah,
but that shot was just punished.
Yeah,
he is taking an extra stroke. He's pin high.
I don't have any problem with that. I mean, the OB is there. You know, it's a heavy risk shot.
You're all about penalties, man.
Oh, that's me.
Nate penalty Sexton,
me.
As they call you back in Corvallis.
I think he ripped it. It's possible. I'd love to see him park the hole. Clearly, he could.
I mean, that was an 830-foot roller.
I don't think he's long. I think he's even.
Oh, okay.
That'd be my guess. Maybe a little long.
Again, Joel's still playing. He's playing great. Awesome. I'm just still my mind's kind of short-circuited.
Yeah. Oh, unlucky there off the tree. I mean, you'd like to come in on either side of that. Yeah. Ideally, I think he's probably trying to be short of it from there. Got a little bit too straight.
No, he was okay. He's
just past the pin.
Way past the pin.
High 700s.
Oh, goodness.
That was a good try.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Going to be tough to get the putt high enough here.
Come on, Johnny, pick up the birdie. Oh, my goodness.
Look at the wind just crush it. Didn't even reach the lock.
He had a 7'3" defender on him and just smacked it out of his hand. Just said, no. No.
Wow, nice little spin delivery there, keeping it level.
Driver? It looks like a driver.
Could have been a driver.
Yeah, it's something wide rim.
Nice. Joel, great birdie.
Yeah, it is. That is putting with a driver. I've seen people do it to avoid the wind. Johnny with
A couple fake outs.
He's smiling. I like that. You know, Johnny's an intense player.
Yeah.
I really like the ability to laugh and smile in conditions like this. I mean,
If you
like I
can't
said,
laugh and smile in conditions
have
like
to.
this, I mean, you might need to go look for another line of work.
no kidding, man.
Because it's crazy out there. I mean, how many times has Johnny putted from 30 and hit the ground before the line?
yeah, no
The
kidding.
guy's an
not very often.
aggressive putter. That's not happening just because. That's an insane win. Hole 15, par 3, technically an island hole, so if you do go out of bounds, you have to proceed to a drop zone about 220 feet short of the pin. Headwind. These guys are going to try to keep these. Wow, a little slip from Joel. I think he's going to, he's getting that big flare skip to the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Not in birdie position by any means, but nice to be in bounds. This, I think, is in danger of OB left. Find a way to stop, he says, and he yelled that quick enough. I think a mistake a lot of players make, they don't account for the speed of sound. You want to yell at your disc, you wait forever. It takes a little bit of time for those instructions to catch up to the disc.
Right out of his hand, he was yelling.
You got to yell early. Give the disc a chance to hear you
Tip.
and to heed your words. And Simon didn't say a thing.
I didn't hear anything from Simon.
He didn't say a thing.
You
And now
got to
he's
yell, get left.
and he's out of bounds. So, Cale, this looks nice. A little bit of hyzer, pretty conservative. Shouldn't skip too big.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah.
A good in a way that par is good because it just is.
And here's the drop zone. Not easy at all in these conditions. That looks well done, though.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I saw something different. I thought it was heading right into the trees, and apparently he's under the basket. So,
Whoa. Little
Good.
wide, but it worked.
yeah,
Might have been a driver.
perhaps playing to the favorable wind side of the basket on purpose.
Next level.
Again, talking to the disc.
Whoa.
Oh, Joel. Again, that is enough. Just added to the list of impressive throws we've seen him in these conditions. He's showing why he's here without question.
Nice approach from Cale.
Card should be able to get out of hole 15 unscathed. I don't want to say it too soon. Oh, gosh darn it. Dang it, Sammy.
Scathed. Simon's getting scathed as well. He was OB off the tee. But that one just wouldn't crawl over the rim for Johnny. He's going to have to settle for bogey.
You know, you can smile about the wind stuff. Missing that putt, that's something that's going to eat at you no matter what the wind's doing, because that's something, you know, with that little bit of tailwind, you just got to drive that home.
Yep.
And to finish the thought that I started on the previous hole, putting with a driver is a great thing to do in the wind, but it just feels so weird in the hand. You're used to that bulkier frisbee style feel in the hand, and when you go with something low profile with that wide rim, to trust that takes a lot of practice. But it is good for the wind. If you can master that, that's definitely an advantage.
Yeah. Hole 16, par 3, 383 to the island. Any OB must proceed to the drop zone. You can lay up if you'd like. You can go for the green if you'd like. The drop zone is pretty manageable, so I think a lot of players kind of take the strategy, I'm just going to go for it, and if I go OB, I can live with a 4. Joel going to try to just stick it. This actually looks good. Nice and low.
Oh.
Can it get up on the island?
Did it crawl?
Yeah, I think it did.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right.
Wonderful.
The impossible thing about this is getting it to land on this green. We're talking about this mounted green at 383 feet, probably 365 to the edge of the green, and it's only maybe 40 feet deep.
Here's Johnny's layup.
Okay. Oh no! And
skips basically over the drop zone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But with the tailwind, oh my gosh, look at it, just hammer it down.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And look at the water. Just you can see how windy it is.
And
There's
goes
Joel's
surfing.
disc. You can see Joel's disc just barely. Hope the waves don't take it away.
So is he safe?
Joel is, I believe. You can see his
Okay.
disc sitting there.
That's
Great
a great
shot.
Playing this for 3 is so smart and very not easy to do, but
Wait a minute.
Did he just play from where his disc went out of bounds.
It didn't look like he was standing on the drop zone.
All shots that go out of bounds have to proceed to the drop zone, and I think Johnny just misplayed the hole. And
that is really a shocking
and if he doesn't
misplay, but
if he doesn't find out now and go back and play from the drop zone, then that will be a 2-stroke penalty. Whereas if he just goes to the drop zone and plays it as is, it doesn't look like he's doing that.
You could take it as a practice throw.
It would be a practice, so it would be a 1-stroke penalty. So this is going to, oh no. So he's got the 4 for playing the hole for its, and with the, the 3 throws plus the penalty stroke. But there's going to be a 2-stroke penalty imposed for not playing the hole the proper way. So that's actually going to be a 6 for Johne McCray in that final scoring. That's a really unfortunate. You got to know the rules in this situation. And
all OBs on that hole must proceed to drop zone. It's not a player's option. So tough break there. It's happened to all of us.
Yeah, sure.
Just another reminder: read those caddy books. And really try to familiarize yourself with the rules.
Anytime you go out of bounds, make sure you know exactly what the ruling is. Especially, it can be confusing. There's different rulings on different holes on this course, as there are in a lot of times where there's out of bounds. Some holes are considered islands. Some holes are just considered normal out of bounds. So you got to just double check.
Joel was high there off a tree, but he's in the middle of the fairway. Cale is going to be safe. That was a little scary. Even had he missed that, it really needed to keep turning in a serious way to get in bounds. Simon going big. Needs this to turn over. I think he got enough.
Yeah, he's past that little pinch. Yep, and that's
it's a great spot to be.
A+.
Yeah. And Johnny, I believe, already knows of the misplay at this point. This tee had a pretty big backup, and he had been informed already. So he already has that frustration.
That right side is preferable. He may be able to get up and down for his 4, which on a hole that's playing over a stroke above par.
For the 3rd time today.
1.06. So we had 1.06, 1.16, and 1.26.
Wow, interesting.
Conspiracy theorists come up with something, man. Let me know what's going on.
Yeah. Great shot from Cale, making a big advancement of distance and staying in bounds.
This has got to be long enough.
In trouble. Yeah. Oh, did it kick him back? That flag saved him.
It definitely did. Again,
that
no
flag
OB
saved
sticker.
Him. Well, wait.
He's running.
Wait a minute. No, never mind. Never mind. I thought the flag might have done it for him.
Jomez knew what he got, and they just let that drama play out
for us. And by us, I mean the fans.
And John had never crosses in bounds. Are they going to say he did?
I don't know.
Because he should be throwing right away.
I don't know the shape of the OB well enough in my mental map of this hole to know whether he crossed there or not, or where he may have crossed.
The only thing that I could say is that he
must have.
They think that he crossed in bounds and rolled back OB.
He must have crossed somewhere up there.
But I don't think it actually did. But
I'm guessing we don't have a very clear picture of where the OB really runs, because we never really had much reason to look way over there. Joel was quite close. What is this? He's going so high with it.
Well, he's going for the helicopter shot with that.
Yeah, it worked. Wow.
With that strong left to right, you put that high shot down, it should just smack it down and plays to the left side of the basket for the tailwind putt. That's exactly how he drew it up. Simon with a nice low ceiling approach there, and that will be for his par, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And so I don't know where Johnny crossed, or if they think he just rolled in a circle. I mean, you can't see from back there, so I guess I would, if it's super close, I would give him the benefit of the doubt as well. But we had the benefit of the camera, and we could see that was.
I honestly can't make a judgment. I couldn't tell.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I can't say definitively one way or the other.
Side angle's not good
right.
from where our camera was to know where that disc was in space. And good putt from Cale.
Yeah. And was that Simon that just hit the band?
Simon missed.
I thought he was way closer to the basket. That's going to be.
Cale made par though,
and that's playing like we said. That's a birdie and a half almost right now. 17 was the number one handicap when the wind was down. And when the wind picked up, it didn't really change much. The third hardest hole in the course.
Joel in for bogey, moving to +4 for the round.
And just like the front 9, we've got 6 birdies on
Wow.
collectively from the entire card. The lead card at a national tour with 1 hole to go, and it is not an easy hole to finish on.
Hole 18, par 4, 673. You've got a couple options. As you saw yesterday, if you're tuning in, you've got a kind of a short layup play, playing a little bit right towards the women's tee that will allow for like a 400-foot hyzer over the water. Or you can play kind of a distance shot straight out and try to set yourself up for a bit of a low ceiling approach, a little bit more traditional play. Cale looks to be playing the layup, and he should go big hyzer from there, I would think.
Yeah, he's kind of in that in-between zone.
He
where
could do either.
I don't know if he's going to go Anheuser down the left side or Hyzer down the right.
I'm going to pick hyzer. I think that's his play.
And Joel's going for that layup sidearm play to leave the Hyzer approach. And
Ooh, slow down.
as long as it sits.
Wow, that's perfect. Went right out to the tip. Simon's going for it. He's going for the green here. This is crazy. Out over water, 500 plus feet. Don't see anything.
Red
Okay,
flag.
it's red. I don't know what happened there. Maybe straighten the disc out. That is an incredible thing to think about doing. Going over that water.
Well, rumors were that Eagle threw it into circle 2 in practice in the calm. So, I mean, with this tailwind, there's no reason to think that Simon or I know Drew went for it and Eagle went for it.
Kevin Jones, I heard.
None of them came in bounds, and any out-of-bounds shots proceed to this drop zone, which is 416 feet away from the pin. It's where the women play from.
Simon gets up in bounds, but I don't think he's going to be making that putt. I was right. Cale went hyzer.
Okay, you win.
Decent shot. Don't roll more than that. Okay, yeah, he's okay. A little short. Joel.
Yeah. Roll back.
Come on, a little twist.
Come on, Walmart. That is going to be a scary putt from 31 feet, but great job to get there in 2.
Here's a look at that low ceiling. Just as I say low ceiling, it rears its head. He hits that branch and drops early. Johnny going to play a layup from there. Well done.
Yeah,
wow,
right on
really
the
well
bricks.
done. I found this layup to be extremely nervy, going downhill from this position.
And Cale going upside
down,
but didn't get the slide he really wanted. I mean,
yeah,
you definitely aren't trying to leave yourself more than 5 feet.
Yeah,
and look at that. Joel
another
played,
upside down.
Well, how many layups for this round? 3.
Not
on the island.
Yeah,
and on 4 or 5.
Yeah,
and the 18. So Joel playing within his game, not taking risks with bogeys. That is what it is about in these conditions. Just keeping it under par as often as you can.
Simon finishes with 4 consecutive bogeys to close out his round. Cale shoots a 1 over back 9.
Incredible. Wow, just so clean. I mean, that's how Cale stays in the business. He knows his mistakes. He knows how to attack when he needs to attack. And he's only 3 under, but
Joel with the hot round on the back, though. Even par, 3 and 3. Well done. Look at those scores. No one in the group under par today. And is not a huge surprise, but look at Eagle McMahon.
Unbelievable.
8 under.
8 under par. The hot round was 11 yesterday with Joel.
Yeah.
And perfect conditions, calm, and Eagle just went 8 down in 35 mile an hour. I can't even tell you how.
Remember to subscribe, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. And we will see you guys tomorrow for round 3 from the Glass Blown Open. We'll see how much wind we are dealing with.
Please less.
Please less. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
We'll catch you guys next time.